What's happening, everybody? My name is Drew Bishop, and welcome to this week's edition of My Sunday Best. If you're new to my channel, every Sunday I come out with a video that's got one, two, or three different trading opportunities that I'll be looking at throughout the week. And this week is obviously different, right? We got the 2020 election happening here in the U.S. With that being said, I don't know if I'm going to be active in the markets, but I still wanted to kind of put out my thoughts onto a video for some people that are going to be trading regardless. And in today's video, I've got the Euro Yen, which I'm looking for a continuation base set up to the downside, and then I've also got the Aussie Dollar. And it's kind of a cool pair because it's got a descending looking triangle, and there's a few ways to get involved depending on what fits your style, what fits your risk reward, and then what fits your trading plan. So I wanted to bring it up, get you guys thinking about something, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Once again, this week I will not be doing live streaming trading, but potentially we'll start it next week. So keep in touch with me on Instagram, and I'll see what happens on that. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. And that being said, I'll see you guys in the video. All right, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of My Sunday Best. And like I talked about in the intro, I'm going to break down two pairs, starting with the Euro Yen and then going to the Aussie Dollar next. So first thing on the Euro Yen, daily time frame, I want to do a top-down analysis. I want to kind of figure out what has recently happened. And most recently, we have broken below these lows right here, right? Broken below these lows. So now I'm anticipating a move to the downside. I'm anticipating a move lower. So before I drop down any time frames, I'm going to make my prediction of where I think price is going to go to next. And to me, there's really two levels that stand out to me. One is this little minor level of structure right here. And then two is this kind of major level down here, a little bit lower, right? A little bit lower. I like to make my major levels green and my minor levels blue. So I've got my major and my minor. So now, before I drop down any more, I'm going to still find out, is there any confluence in these areas, right? Is there any confluence happening? So one thing I like to do is take a Fibonacci. So I'll just go from my swing low all the way to my swing high. Let's see what we got. So we got a 50% right in the middle here, and we got a 61.8 right down here. So we got confluence in both of those boxes. Now the next thing I see is a Fibonacci-based harmonic pattern. So I'm going to take my swing from here, swing low to swing high. Okay. Now I've got a valid X to A leg, and this, don't worry about the pattern. Just worry about, I'm looking for confluence. That's all I'm doing. So valid X to A. Now an A to B is right here, B to C, and a CD completion is right at the 886 right here. So I've got my B to C and then a CD completion right there as well. So notice where that bat pattern completes, right? I'd be looking for a bullish opportunity after the completion of this bat pattern. So how can I use that in my trading, right? If I'm looking to take a selling position, now I know this is an area that I want to look for buying positions, right? So if I'm looking to first take a selling position, this will be a great area to get out of the market if I'm a seller. So now that I got my little area, where I want to take off targets, I want to go down one time from now and see if there's any type of selling patterns taking place. Any type of selling patterns taking place. So I'm just going to delete this too, just to make everything a little bit cleaner. So here is the first impulse breaker structure. Let me make this blue, clean it up a little bit. Here's the pullback, most recent breaker structure, and now here's this pullback, right? So in order for me to get involved, here's what I want to see. I want to see that red light breaker structure. Basically, red light break of these lows one more time. Break it to this low right here. Then after this happens, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off this zone right here. And I'm going to tell myself, okay, great. I've got the breaker structure. Now what I want to see is a pullback into this area. And what I consider to be a yellow line move. So I want that pullback into this area. Look for some type of price action opportunity to look short in here down to that zone of confluence I built on my higher time frame. Right, so here is the Euro Yen. Like I said, just be somewhat of a continuation-based opportunity into a zone of confluence. Okay. Next, let's go to the Aussie Dollar, and that'll be the last pair of the day. Last pair of the day. Excuse me. One more coming. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, sorry. Aussie Dollar now. So let's just look at price action. What has price action most recently done? So we have pushed down. We have pushed up, came back to retest this level, and notice what happened now. Notice what the difference in what's going on. Notice the difference in these highs, right? Much different. We're able to retake this level down here. Now we've retested it what? Once, twice, three times. So once, twice, three times. And notice the difference in these levels, right? So there's a couple ways to play this. Now, if you're a trend line trader, if you're somebody that's a little bit more aggressive, and you say, I can trade trend lines. Well, that's what I got to do. 1, 2, actually I can shrink this down a little bit as well. 3. So now you can wait for this next push off, right? And look for some area to get short up here. you look for some area to get short. Now you got to think to yourself, you won't have near as much confirmation. And why would that be? Why would that be? Really because this level of support is not broken, right? So a more conservative way would be to see that same red light breaker structure. That red light breaking below these lows, right? If you get that continuation to the downside, now you can tell yourself, okay, great, I'm looking for a pullback opportunity, maybe even a retest of this trend line, whatever you want to call it. Look for that yellow light move, and then look for the reason to get short, right? Look for that reason to get short. So I wanted to show this opportunity because to me, the price action of this market, of this pair, is showing us pretty much the direction that I want to be involved in, right? And then it's up to you as a trader to decide how aggressive are you, how conservative are you, and then what is in your trading plan, and what can you do consistently over time to expose an edge to the markets. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Once again, this is election week. This is also NFP week. Potential, second wave of the lockdown coming. Negative interest rates, looming as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I would just say let's be careful this week. Let's not ruin any progress we've made over the last 4 quarters, and let's just trade our plan, right? Stick to your edge and not do anything outside of what you usually do. So hope you guys have a great week. Best luck to you guys, and I'll talk to you later in the week.